Hello, my lovelies. Welcome. Welcome to the Miss Lillian's page. I am Crysta from Litter to Glitter. And as soon as we went live, my puppy, Balder, you'll probably see him walking through. He decided that he was going to come in and join me because, he loves me so much. Anyway, so today we're going to be talking a lot about prep, okay? Everybody wants to show you the cool stuff. Everybody wants to show you the cool blend, the glazing and everything. And one of the biggest things that I get when I'm talking to someone about painting furniture is, where do I start? It's really, where do I start? How do I actually start the process of painting my piece of furniture? And so I'm just going to say it, and it's not going to make me popular along with some people, but that's okay. It's not a popularity contest. Anybody that tells you that prep is not important or it's you don't have to prep at all, stop watching them. Don't listen to them. Don't buy the product. There is always prep if you want a good finish. And that is just honesty. That is just the way it is. Even if a brand new piece of furniture comes in, you're still going to have finger grease on it. You're going to have something. Bare minimum that you'll have to do to a piece is clean it. All right. That's just honest. There is going to be some prep involved in any piece that you do. So anybody that tells you differently, yeah. Anyway, so today I'm going to be starting a new project with you guys, start to finish with this one. As you can see, this is a big one. This is a big one piece. She's a big one. This is a turn of the century, not 220. I'm talking like 1900s. Like this is it. Like yeah, this is an old one, and this is actually a writing desk. And so you flip it down, and you can see in here it's like the old mailboxes that is in there. And I got this from a friend of mine. This was her great grandfather's writing desk, and it's seen better times, and we're gonna make it look nice again. So we are gonna start by cleaning this, and we will do the start to finish on this project. So Sue says, say it loud. And Anne from Indiana's on. She says, hello, lovely lady. Hey, Anne. So, yeah, it's not going to make me popular by telling people, oh, Two Chatty Chicks is on. She said, can't wait to see what you do with this piece. I can't either because I'm not really sure what I'm doing past cleaning it. And then I got to mud it and sand it and all that good stuff. So I haven't even picked colors yet. But this is a cherry desk. And so cherry is notoriously a bleeder. And what that means is if I were to paint this white without anything on top of it, you are going to get some of that like that reddish or even a brownish tint come through your white paint. So even though I'm going to be doing several different steps on this, first of all, I'm going to be using my first step prep. Get up so you guys can see this. This is First Step Prep by Miss Lillian's. This is an awesome, awesome cleaner. So with this cleaner, it comes pre-made in the bottle with the sprayer on it, so you don't have to worry about mixing it. Also, it's no rinse formula. So once you spray it and wipe it back, you don't have to rinse it off. Love that about this. Saves a lot of times without having to rinse. And there's my crackhead. Hi, Whiskey Girl. So Whiskey Girl is in here now. She'll leave as soon as I start spraying stuff. So what we're going to do is I grabbed microfiber cloth, and what I do is I spray it and I let it go. I just let it sit for a minute and get through all the ookies and the gookies. Now what you want to do when you're doing your first step prep and why you want to clean it, even before I sand it, even before I put mud on it, I want to clean it. Because if I have oil or dirt or wax or anything, I don't know who cleaned this. I don't know if Granny or Great Granny cleaned it with like Pledge spray wax for 30 years. I have no idea. I know that it's been in my garage and that's enough to make it dirty. And so I am just getting in there and getting all the little stuff off of it. What this is a degreaser, and it's also a cleaner, and it's a deglosser. Now, if you've ever heard anybody discussing furniture and how to clean it, I will tell you from my own experience and everybody I talk to that the duller a piece of furniture is, the better your paint is going to adhere. So if it's really shiny, really glossy, you want to get that gloss off of it, because the duller the piece is when you're painting it, the better your adhesion is going to be. So look, just, it can, ew, see, nobody wants to show you the dirty stuff. Ew, but that's what it is. That's what you got to do. And that was just a quick pass right there. Yes, Sue says that cherry absolutely hemorrhages, and it does. And so I'm going to clean this sucker a couple of times, but I only clean the top. I'm just going to spray it and let it sit as I wipe down the rest of it. Oh, we're just going to spray, 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 spray. And honestly, with Miss Lillian's, with the first step prep, normally you don't even have to use this much. Usually it's a spritz and you'll get that much off of it. Again, I don't know what's on this piece. I don't know what was on it before I got it. So I am going to make sure that this baby is clean. And so, okay, flip to another side of the rag here, because I've already cleaned it once. And like I said, this is just years of dirt, because it was in her garage, and then it spent probably 2-3 years in my garage, and then Lord only knows where it was when it was with Grandpa and Great Grandpa. So yeah, and see, it is becoming lighter, and what that's telling me is that yes, it is getting cleaner. But also, since this is cherry, I'm going to be pulling a lot of stuff out of it anyway, because it's cherry. Cherry it hemorrhages. Oh boy, is it a bleeder. So, but that's okay. We've got a lot of stuff I'm going to cover today that will take care of all of those issues. And we're going to talk about those in just a moment. And as soon as I get this wiped down, and you'll see what I mean by ew. Ew. Ookies and gookies. It's not the pretty part. It's not the, this is the glamorous life of a furniture artist. Everything starts off with making sure that it's clean. So you can probably even see, because I can see it up close, the amount of stuff that's coming off of this baby. You can already tell she's looking a lot better than she did. And ookies and gookies. So ookies and gookies. Yeah. All right. So once this dries, and I do that, I clean even before I sand. If I just needed to clean a piece, like if I just needed to bring it in and I think, okay, I just need to scuff sand it, I'm still going to clean it before I scuff sand it. If you have oil, wax, candle wax, hair products, even oils from your fingertips on it, okay, and you were to sand it, just do your scuff sand before you paint. What's going to happen is you're going to be digging all of that dirt and stuff into the grains. So by cleaning it first, I'm going to make sure that when I sand, I'm not digging any of that stuff into my piece of furniture. And so that is a huge step that a lot of people go, I don't clean my pieces. And then they wonder why they have paint flaking off of it in 6 months, or why whole sides of it, or why are you in here? Go on, go see brother. Poof, be gone. Anyway, that's my little whiskey girl. You just want to make sure that everything is clean before you start sanding. Now, after what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little scuff sand in some areas on this, and I'm going to pull you guys in. I'm actually going to be really, really brave, and I'm going to take my phone off of the tripod because I want to show you some things about this piece and how we're going to fix them, because there's a lot on this project that needs to be fixed. So, da, 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 I am so brave. Either that or I am an idiot. I haven't figured it out yet. Hi. So, as you can see right in here, Trying to get you guys right there. I am going to be using the Miss Lillian's original swamp mud, and on this side, right here, and here is some chips. Down here on the legs, let me show you. You know how hard this is to do it when you're not in, there you go. See where like a dog or a cat or something has ate on the legs throughout the years? Okay, so what I'm going to do there is I'm attempting to get you guys back up in the tripod. So brave right now. What I'm going to be doing there is I'm going to be taking swamp mud, and it comes in lots of colors, but I have 3 in my studio. I have light gray and off-white and black. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm basically going to be patching in those holes, those areas, to make those surfaces flat. So when I paint over them, you're not going to see those areas, and it's going to be like it never happened. All right. Another thing that you can do is I am going to be using lots of mud on this project. Miss Lillian's also, since this is a bleeder, it's cherry. Cherry bleeds. We're going to talk about prevention. Prevention is a shellac-based product by Miss Lillian's, and this is also for prep. What this does is that this is not a binding primer. Your Pro Stick and your mud are your binding primers, okay? Since this is wood, I don't need a bonding primer. I need a primer that is going to block my bleed through. So if I decide to go white or a light color, I will be using my prevention. What this does is that this creates basically a blocker in between your piece of furniture that has the anytime it gets wet, it's that tannins are going to come through and you're going to get your bleed through. So what prevention does is that it eliminates bleed throughs and stains from coming through to your paint job. So I do have it in gray, and I think I have it in white as well. No, I have 2 things of gray. So I've got prevention if I decide to go to a lighter color, okay? And then say that this was veneer, or if this was like an IKEA piece of furniture, something that was, you know, very, very slick. Miss Lillian's has you there too. So they got your back, baby. They have Pro Stick, and it's in 2 colors. What Pro Stick does is that this is another primer prep product. What these 2 are is, yeah, they're the same size bottle. I swear, I was just holding them different. I was holding them wrong. They do the exact same thing. Doesn't matter what color, but it is available in 2 colors. It's in gray and white. And what this does is that this creates a surface in between your piece of furniture and your paint. You put this on your piece of furniture before you paint. So it's your furniture, and then your first step, Pro Stick, sorry. And what this will do is it will make like a sticky surface. It's not going to feel sticky to you, but it's going to feel sticky to your paint. It's going to give your paint a basis in order to stick to your piece of furniture, so you're not going to have that flaking and that breakage. Miss Lillian's, the original Jeff Swamp Mud, does the exact same thing. The only difference between the Swamp Mud and the Pro Stick is that the Jeff Swamp Mud will give you a texture. The Pro Stick is very smooth. So if you want that silky smooth finish, then I would suggest that you use the Pro Stick. If you want something that is textured. Now I'm going to be using the mud just because mud is also great for filling in gaps and holes and gashes and dents. But if I wanted that extremely smooth surface, then I would use my Pro Stick. But I am going to be using the swamp mud just because I have gaps and holes and everything else that I need to fill in. So that's why I am using the mud. So my next process that I will be doing, which I will be doing, I would say I'd do it now, but see here. Give me just a second. I didn't think I'd get this far. Well, I haven't cleaned the sides yet, but that's all right. A couple of different ways that you can apply your Jeff Swamp Mud is, you know, I don't know what color I'm going to paint it, so I am just going to play with the gray. So let me get this. And this is a brand new thinger. Come on. Don't make me use my teeth on camera. What? Austin, why are you in there laughing at your mother?
What are you talking about?
I heard you giggling.
That wasn't me.
Uh-huh, wasn't you?
That was whiskey.
It was the dog?
Yep.
Uh-huh. All right. So give me one more second. I'm going to go around Seat Mud and grab me a stir stick and make sure that this is, oh, this was open before. For some reason my top is just doing really well. I'm going to get in there and stir it up, because you want to make sure that everything is good and mixed up. You always want to make sure that you stir, make sure you get all the crunchies off the bottom. You know, everything settles and separates if it sits a while. So I like to make sure that I get down to the very, very bottom and stir. And so you can see that it is a textured and dun, 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 dun. So there's a couple of ways that you can do mud. And I'm just going to do one little area because, like I said, I still need to finish cleaning the sides. And, so some people will use a spatula, kitchen spatula. You can use like a 5-in-1, 7-in-1, 3-in-1, depends upon, you know, just a mudding spatula. You can even use paint sticks, stir sticks to do this with. Let's see, let me get to comments real quick. Is that good on slick surfaces? Elizabeth, are you discussing, because I've been through like 5 products today. If you are asking, the mud and the Pro Stick are both designed to be an adhesive primer. So both of those are going to stick to your slick surfaces. The difference between the Pro Stick really and the Jeff Swamp Mud is that your Jeff Swamp Mud is going to have a texture in it. And it's also, the Swamp Mud is great for filling and patching up little areas, holes, dings, dents, that kind of thing. Where your Pro Stick is really going to give you that beautiful, silky, smooth finish. So 2 ways you can go. I'm going to use the mud just because I got holes to fill in here. So, let me get you guys in closer. I had to get you guys that far back so that y'all could see. Man, I am just moving my camera 100 different angles today. It's all right. So, I really would like to get you guys on the floor, but I'm not going to be able to. So, let's go. Let's see here. I'm trying to get you guys down to where you can see right here on this corner. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of swamp mud on my stick. Swamp mud on a stick, baby. And I'm just going to lightly fill in. And I will probably go over a lot of this with the Pro Stick just because I do want an even finish. And so, but I can also sand it back to give it a very, very clean looking area as well. So you want to put this on and you want to let it sit. I'm going to let it sit for at least 2 days before I sand it, because I want to make sure that it's good and dry, that I'm not going to bring anything off of it that's flaking, anything like that. I'm going to go across with my stick, because there is a crack in that right there. Not using a lot on my stick, just a little bit at a time. This is a patience game. You don't want to just glob it on and say, oh, look, I'm done. No, it's a patience game. Trust me. A little bit more in to fill in that crack right there. And then I'm going to take my stick and just kind of level it a little bit. And then if I need to, once it's dry, then I can always add some more in there. And that is a quick swamp mud tutorial. And I will be doing more because trust me, there's going to be a lot of mudding on this piece. But since we're discussing prep and we are discussing, ways to prep, then figured I would just go ahead and give you guys a short, simple, quick, and to the point example, and then we will expand on all of this in the next couple of weeks as we work on this piece, because I can tell you this is going to be one of those pieces I'm going to do start to finish with you guys. So we're going to be going through every process on this baby. Every process we're going to be working on. So let me get you guys up and back in the studio since you got to see down the hallway. Let's see here. Yes, make sure you clean your surface and allow it to completely dry. Let me see here. Is Pro Stick better than other companies? I have used bonding primers from other companies, and I can tell you that this one is far superior. I do like it. I wouldn't be at this company if I didn't love it. And luckily, I was actually here when they released it, and I got to test it. And I tested it up against the big box store stuff, as well as other specialty brands. And I could not, there's no comparison. It was amazing. Let's see here. Sue Owen says, I use several manufacturers' products, and I can attest Michelin products cover all their problems. Fantastic products and numerous color choices. Yes, yes. I love that um, the Pro Stick comes in white and gray. A lot of times, I even said it the other night on the video with the girls. Was it last night? That I really love that it comes in gray, because if you're doing like an IKEA piece of furniture or something that has been painted white, if you're trying to use some of these bonding primers, and 90% of them come only in white, that a lot of times you can kind of miss where you're painting because you're putting white on white. And it's like, well, you kind of have to keep looking at it at the side and different angles to make sure that you're covered your primer in the white. I just use the gray on those products or if I'm using something that's gray, or then I'll use the white because I can absolutely see where I'm painting. And that's a time saver as well. Pro Stick is great on glass as well. Yes, and it's also great on mirrors. Pro Stick, I did a mirror for a friend of mine, and I used the Pro Stick, and it turned out amazing. It was it was nice, and it was wonderful. And okay, go see brother, go see brother, go see daddy, and get so all right. Sorry about that. You know. And I use the Pro Stick on the mirror. So anything glass, mirror, if you've got a piece of chrome, anything like that you want to paint, PVC, your Pro Stick is your way to go. And that comes in two colors, your gray and your white. So perfect for anything that is like non-traditional wood, anything other than wood, metal, anything. And she just tried to come back again, is the Pro Stick is perfect for that. And you got two color choices in that. Elizabeth says that she's hoping to win yesterday's live so she can try these products. I had so many things go wrong this month. I need something good to happen. I'm so sorry. I know I missed a lot of stuff because I was off social media because things were going crazy for us here as well. And I'm so sorry, Elizabeth. We will be coming on. I believe it's going to be tomorrow. and all the entries are being put in a magical wheel. And Renee from Two Chatty Chicks is going to run the wheel. And so that way, it's the Wheel of Fortune. So we will be coming on sometime tomorrow, hopefully, to announce that winner. And so if you didn't go over, watch that video, watch all the way through, because there's a couple different ways you can enter. And we will be picking a winner tomorrow. So please go over and watch that video. Let's see here. If anyone has any questions about prep, please put them in, whether it be cleaning, sanding, mudding, what you need to use for bleed through versus adhesion, what colors you should put underneath, anything like that. If you've got a question, please put it in. I will be very, very happy to answer. So, also, there's a lot of people on here as well that are really amazing artists. And so just make sure to reach out to any of us and we will be happy to answer your questions. Whether if you're not comfortable putting them in the comment section here, because trust me, I was that way too when I first started out, girl. Let me tell you, I didn't want to type on there some question that somebody was going to think that I was stupid, that I didn't know. Well, guess what? I've been in this business many a year and I still feel stupid sometimes. There's stuff I don't know. But the only thing is now I'm not afraid to ask. So I don't want anyone to ever be afraid to ask a question. And if you don't feel like that you want to put it in the comment section, girl, go over to my Letter to Glitter page and send it to me in a private message over to my business or my personal page, and I'll be happy to answer you that way. So if you've got questions, reach out. I would much rather you guys, I have stopped. I've told my customers for years, listen, if they're new product, they're not sure about it. And I say, listen, if you get home and you get that feeling like that hair standing up on the back of your neck, that, I don't know if I'm doing this right feeling, stop, call me. If I'm up at 10 o'clock and you message me at 10 o'clock at night and I'm up at 10 o'clock at night, I will message you back at 10 o'clock at night. All right. If it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning, one, it's called insomnia and there's nothing I can do about it. And two, but I will message you back at 2 o'clock in the morning. Just know that, I do sleep too, and I'll get to the comments and the questions, when I'm awake. But as soon as I get up in the morning, I go through social media and I answer questions, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. But what I'm saying is I need you guys to stop. I would much rather talk you through something and you go, I was right, than for you to go, I think that's what she said, do something, a misstep, and then it's going to cost you $75 and 10 hours to fix, with just a 20-minute phone call could have made sure that everything was good to go in the first place. And let's save each other some time and some hassle and some effort and some energy and some money. So, just make sure that if you've got questions, reach out. I'd much rather you guys reach out than to, by all means, take chances. But what I'm saying by that is, I'm not a lime green and fluorescent orange girl, but if that's your thing and you want to put those colors together, girl, take that, run with it. I will support you. Now, if you're talking about doing something with some of these prep products or your metalsmiths and you're not sure about the process, I'd rather you stop and give us somebody a call and let's talk it out, figure it out, and make sure that it's done right the first time. So, okay, great. She'll be, yes, if you have a, yes, you can use my affiliate link in my order to order as well. And I do get compensated for any of our content creators. If you see an affiliate link, that is our affiliate link, and we do get compensated for that. So we thank you guys for using our affiliate links. We appreciate it. It gives us a little thank you for doing the wonderful how-to videos for you guys and to give you guys the information on how to use these products properly. So we're going to go through a couple of more weeks of prep, just so you know, because I'm going to be doing more on mud and possibly some prevention, depending upon what color we choose. I wanted to thank you guys for hanging in there with us. We've got some amazing creators and really fabulous and knowledgeable ladies that are working on here with us. And so I hope that you give them a try as well. I will be back on the Litter to Glitter page, my personal business page, on Thursday at 11 o'clock Texas time. That's noon Eastern time on Thursday for Painting with Whiskey and Women. And then I will be back here next Tuesday at 3 Eastern. That's 4 Eastern. That's 3 Texas time. So much love to you guys. Thanks for joining me. I hope if you've got any questions about prep, reach out. Much love, guys. Bye.